So before we go, please get into your aiming for the truth, and what exactly is going to happen with that, and if people want to learn more about it, how can they find out?
All right, so Aiming for the Truth is exactly that. Aiming for the Truth is a program that's designed around aiming for the truth for the reasons that cause violence. So that's what we're doing. We're aiming to kill violence at its roots. So we are going to help deal with certain key elements of life that I believe cause people to be violent. We have subject matter experts come in and speak about everything I'm about to say. And these experts are also available for people to meet one-on-one and go to their offices and seek more assistance. Okay. And so what we do is I MC the entire thing because every subject I talk about, I lived it. So I understand how it affects you. I'm not just saying it. I personally went through it. That's why understanding my background, coming from the inner city, seeing death, murder, prostitution, drug dealing every single day. I mean, literally was robbed by my classmates. Like, imagine being held at gunpoint by a dude you have to sit in social studies with the next day. Okay? So I understand these environments. I also survived depression. So the first thing we start talking about is mental illness, right? And so we address people's mental illness. I do that, and I let you get introduced to people that can help you with that because I want to cleanse your mind. I want you to, know that you need to work with a clean slate, gun owner or not. It's not about that. You need mental health. We want to get you mental health, right? So we talk about that. Then we'll start talking about employment and employment skills. A lot of people, man, have never really had to write a resume, and they're too shameful to say it. Well, let's drop all that. Let's help you. A lot of guys don't know how to tie a tie. I didn't learn how to tie a tie till I was 30 years old, right? Because no man ever taught me. I didn't have that. I bought the clip-ons. Whenever I had to do something professional for the PD, I went to the store and I bought a clip-on tie. I never knew how to do a Windsor knot. YouTube literally taught me how to tie a tie because there are a lot of men they're not there, right? Yeah. So, but let's get you those skills and let's get you out there and let's get you employed. So we'll have employers show up. Wow. It might not be a pretty job. It might be a local plumber. It might be a local carpenter. You never know. It might be a gun company. But they're there offering employment. If you can, of course, you have to be qualified, of course, but they're there to help. So after we talk about that, we're going to get into rebuilding the family and money management. So first we start with money management. So you got a job. Let's teach you how to manage that money or give you the resources to make that dollar stretch. After we make that dollar stretch, now let's talk about getting you back involved with your family, whether it's your extended family or your children. Maybe you're not the best mom or dad to your kids, right? Or maybe you share your co-parent, but you're not the best co-parents, or whatever the case may be, because you didn't see fatherhood. You don't know what that looks like. Let's introduce you to that. And let's teach you cost-effective ways to get back involved in your child's life. And let's teach you conflict resolution with that. So you don't go into it angry. You understand that it's not about you, it's about the child, right? And let's get these families rebuilt. That's what it's about, rebuilding a family, right? Cornerstone of society. We got to rebuild them. After we get the family together, now let's focus on your kid so we can have you busy with your child. So let's get your children resources. It could be an alternative school district if they're not learning properly where they're at now. Or it could be something as simple as a tutoring service. Or maybe the scouts, something to get your child out of that everyday environment of what they see, right? And then we're going to challenge you to be involved. So if they have a meeting at school, hey, Dad, we want you to go to that meeting. We want you to be involved. And or Mom, we want you to go to the meeting. And that helps people build equity into their lives, right? And so after we've helped you build equity into your life and we've shown you that we are people that care about you by doing things, not only host an event, at the event, we feed you. Round trip public transportation is reimbursed. You catch the bus, we'll give you that money back. Okay. And we provide free childcare services on site. So wow. You don't have to worry about, hey, I don't have a sitter. I don't have this. The last one we had a miniature carnival for kids in the parking lot. We entertained the kids while the adults came inside. Wow. Every family that attends, we have free firearm safety training for the entire family, right? And that's just free. It's at a later date, but that's just free. So whether you own guns or not, your kids know how to be safe around them. You, Mom and Dad, you understand what you should be doing to keep the family safe if they ever do encounter a gun, whether there's one in your house or not. So those are the things we do. Now, after we have you having all that equity built into your life, then there's a question we ask, or I ask. And the question is, do you believe, close your eyes, do you believe that whatever resources you choose to use today, there's somebody that will snuff that life out, that will take those resources from you? Unanimously, everybody agrees. How can you not? Yeah, sure there. Okay. Now let's talk about how you preserve that. Mm-hmm. Now let's talk about the defense of that. Now let's talk about the Second Amendment. Once people have equity or a life they can see that they have equity into, you don't have to sell them on defending it.
Mm.
They want to defend it. My job then is to show you how to do it the right way and give you the history of it. So that's what aiming for the truth is.
Wow. That's beautiful. Yeah. I wish you were in my neighborhood. Oh, man.
Oh, we travel. That's what I was going to get to next.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, aiming for the truth is not just, and it's okay. It's on me to make sure people understand this. Aiming for the truth started, born in St. Louis, Missouri. Aiming for the truth is for everybody. So we'll be July 21st, and this will all be on my social media, which I know we're going to talk about and make sure it's tagged.
Yeah.
But aiming for the truth, coming up, we'll be doing the marketing really heavy for it. July 21st is going to be in Columbia, South Carolina. So another thing that we do with aiming for the truth is make sure communities have a chance to interact, right? Like I invite the gun community out to this event, not to show off guns. We don't show off guns at this event, by the way. This is all about holistic healing of the person. But it's about blending communities. That way we can break down other barriers too, whether it be racial barriers or lifestyle barriers or whatever the case may be. So I'm excited to say that the Aiming for the Truth event in Columbia, South Carolina, you want to talk about optics, you want to talk about diversity and appearance, it's going to be held at a Harley-Davidson dealership. How is that for optics, right?
Nice.
So bikers and the community and education, that's going to be something else, man. And then September 1st, we're going to be in Memphis, Tennessee. We'll be going down to Memphis, Tennessee. So anybody can have it anywhere. It's just a matter of reaching out to us, of saying you want it. And we ask for 3 to 6 months in advance. We make sure we lock everything down, and we show up and we do it, man. It's not really that hard. So it can be in your area, and maybe you can bring it to your area.